All right, y'all. What do you say, huh? Saturday morning, our Saturday morning yoga flow. Time to hit the reset button, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for showing up to class. I'm here with my good friend Kat. She's going to be our yoga model today. Kat, how long have you been coming to class?
Since COVID. Yep, I was so glad to find you during COVID.
That's it? I thought it was longer than that.
I mean, I took class with you at Core Power, so
Yeah.
that was years and years ago.
Long time ago.
But I've been doing yoga a long time.
All right.
I'm
Well,
glad I finally found you here.
we're very grateful for Kat here as well to help us out and be our yoga model today. Everybody, we're going to get started in child's pose right away. So let's do this, huh? Come to your mat, come to kneeling, big toes towards each other, knees wide to the edges of your mat. You let your hips sink back, you let your forehead rest down, and you could run your hands along your side body with palms facing up. You could reach them forward as well. Maybe want to feel both of those out and see what feels better. But let's close our eyes. And hey, if this shape in your body, this posture doesn't work for you, lay on your back, lay on your stomach, and that goes for all of them. I'm going to give us the basics, the flow, the alignment, the template. But after that, it's really up to you to make the practice conform to you, right? Nobody can do child's pose, down dog, half pigeon quite like you. So make the practice conform to your body. Let's begin by exhaling everything out. All right, together. Big inhale through your nose. Cleansing exhale through your mouth. Again, a little bit bigger. Inhale. And exhale, empty out. You got one more. Inhale. And exhale, empty it out. Seal your lips. And from here on out, see if we can breathe in through our nose, nice and deep. And then keeping your lips sealed, breathing out through your nose, nice and slow. Inhale through your nose, pulling your breath all the way into the bottom of your lungs. Can you breathe so deep that you feel it in the bottom of your lungs, your diaphragm? And then lips stay sealed. Exhale, navel draws up and in. Gently guide and push your breath out. We're going to work on this primarily for an hour. This deep, full breath in. And this slow, calming breath out. Breathe well. Take on the breath. And know that it is this type of breathing, this breathing technique. We call it Ujjayi Pranayama, or victorious breath. It's the mindful breathing that makes what we do here different from calisthenics. Right? It might look slightly different from calisthenics, but it is a physical practice here. And the breathing really starts to focus our mind, calms our nervous system, and takes what could be considered, calisthenics or physical practice, and it adds this breath-based meditation. It makes it not only a physical exercise, but a mental exercise. So this is a holistic practice here. It encompasses everything. It's going to be very beneficial. Please thank yourself for being here. Breathe well. Again, honor what you're feeling and personalize the practice. But from here, if you haven't already, we'll start to walk your hands forward. You can stay with your hips back in your child's pose. So your hips are still back to your heels. Take an inhale here, and on your exhale, walk both hands over off the right side of your mat. And then see if you can take your left hand and stack it on top of the right. Have your head adjusted so your biceps are framing your ears. Your head is neutral between your biceps. And then when you start to straighten your arms, can you pull your left hip back a little bit and just feel that whole sweet stretch in your left side body through the rib cage, through the intercostal muscles, through all the fascia, the interconnective tissue of your side body. This is good. Take an inhale here. And then exhale, we'll switch that up. We're going to walk both hands over off the left side of our mat. Right hand will stack on top of your right. It's going to be one of those days, I can tell y'all. But here, adjust your head so it's neutral between your biceps. Straighten your arms as best you can. Pull your right hand back and make it sweet. Another full breath. Inhale. And exhale. Let's walk your hands back through center. So your hands are about hips width apart, shoulder width apart rather. Inhale, come up to your hands and your knees, your tabletop pose. On your exhale, curl your toes and lift your knees up about 2 or 3 inches. 2 or 3 inches, y'all. Hovering tabletop. Pull your hands and toes towards each other. Soften your face. We just amped things up a little bit here, didn't we? Okay? Make sure you can breathe. If we compromise the breath, it's time to drop to your knees and maybe go back to your child's pose. But if you're with me here, please listen. Inhale, straighten your legs back to plank pose, high push-up position, shift forward, and then exhale, lower, take it all the way down to your mat. Untuck your toes, slide your hands back a couple inches. Inhale, cobra pose, Bhujangasana. Now, take a couple breaths here. We're not just straightening our arms. In fact, you can lift your hands up off the ground. Actively press the tops of your feet down into your mat, but you can lift your knees a little bit by engaging your quadriceps. There you go. I want you to feel it in your lower back here. Take an inhale. Feet are still on the ground. Exhale, release, take it all the way back down. We're going to do that one again. Keep your feet down, y'all. Inhale, cobra pose, Bhujangasana. The reason we keep the feet down is so we do work the muscles in the lower back. Exhale, take her right back down. We'll switch it up in a second. One more of those. Inhale, cobra pose. You can press a little bit with your hands. We're just starting to open the spine and warm up those key 360 core muscles. Exhale, take her, release her back down. Now this time, we are going to lift our hands up and lift our chest up again in cobra pose. But now, as we normally do, we bend our knees to 90 degrees. So feet are now up off the ground. Flex your feet. Pull your toes back towards your shin. And then press your heels, the soles of your feet, to the sky. So now your glutes engage. And then pull your knees in towards each other a little bit. And then take your hands and reach them to the ocean for 2 more breaths, y'all. Bicep by ear. Inhale. Exhale. We got one more. Inhale, lift it, breathe it on up. Fantastic. Exhale, release. Take it all the way back down. Inhale, press up to your hands and to your knees here. Back to your tabletop pose. And then exhale, round your spine, chin to chest, cat pose, navel up and in. There you go. Inhale, look up, dip your stomach down, broaden across your heart. Exhale, round her down, chin to chest, push your breath out. 2 or 3 more on your own. Now, cat's taking a little side body movement as well, and you're welcome to take your hips to one side, to the other, to get some more side body stretching or just some different movement if your body seems to be asking for it as well. After those 2 or 3 on your own, feet are already about hips width apart. Curl your toes, take an inhale here. And then exhale, lift your knees and send your hips to the sky. Downward facing doggy. Doggy. Woo, hips are high. Everybody, head dropping down. Again, what feels right? Does pressing one heel down, bending the opposite knee, and kind of walking your dog back and forth, does that feel good? Well, then do it. Think of, our body's medium of communication is sensation. So the breathing makes this a meditative practice, but also the looking inward makes this a meditative practice. We look for that sensation. Discomfort's okay, right? We do want to push ourselves a little bit, but pain is not. And you know the difference, okay? Spread your fingertips wide. Little bend in your knees. Try to press your hips higher and back further. That's going to straighten your spine as well, keeping that little bend in your knees. Chin to your chest. Look towards your knees, towards your thighs. And then you want to circle your shoulders so that your armpits are pointing inward, say towards the tip of your nose. Good. Take another full breath. That's a long down dog, I know. Exhale. All right. Take your feet a little bit further apart. Walk your hands back towards your feet, and as you do, bend your knees and squat down to Malasana, your frog pose. Try to bring your feet flat. Try to straighten your spine. For some people, this might not work for your body, so you could skip it, or maybe even keep your hands on the ground or to a water bottle or some blocks to make it a little bit easier on your body. Again, discomfort, cool. Pain, not cool. Try to straighten your spine, press your heart forward. A slight tuck of your chin to your chest. Close your eyes for a moment. Are we breathing? Inhale through your nose. I want you to think about breathing your torso a little bit taller. How do you breathe your torso taller? Where do you feel it? And then wider at the top. Stay here. Exhale, navel up and in. One more full breath. Take an inhale here. Drink up the ocean air. And then exhale, release to forward fold. Heel toe your feet back into about hips width apart. Bend your knees quite a bit to start here. Good. And then we could take ragdoll pose with pinkies to the crease of your opposite elbow. Now let your head drop down. Let your head and whole torso hang heavy. Take about 2 or 3 of those really deep and full breaths. Now deep and full to the point where there's some effort there, but you're not struggling or straining. You're not trying too hard with it. Right? Let it flow. Take one more inhale here. Great job, Cat. Exhale, release your hands to the ground. Walk them right back to your downward facing dog. All right. We've already established this is a breath-based meditation. We're just going to take some very simple movements. In fact, most of y'all here in San Diego at class are very, very familiar with these movements. But let's see how mindful we can make them. Let's see if we can pay attention to every little bit of communication, of sensation that comes from our body. A moving meditation. Take an inhale. Now bend your knees a little bit more. Press your hips back and look forward. End of your exhale, you could walk or just lightly hop. Your feet all the way between your hands now. Your heels and toes are touching together. Now inhale, find a halfway lift. Flatten out your back. Think about your hips pulling back and your head reaching out. We're trying to create some space there. Reset our spine. Exhale, fold. Draw your navel in. Dive in deep. Now lead with your chest and inhale, rise. Good, y'all. Come up to standing. Reach high. Grab your left wrist with your right hand. Exhale, lead to your right. Press your hips to the left. Let's just take one extra breath here. Inhale, can you straighten your arms a little bit more? Can you increase the volume of that communication just to where it's sweet? Stay here. Exhale, lean to that perfect place. Inhale, come on back up through center, and we'll switch it up. Exhale, lean to your left, press your hips to the right. Fantastic. Now head back a little bit so your throat's open. And then your biceps are back with your ears. Look really good here. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, come back through center. Lean back a little bit, stretch and feel something head to toe. Exhale, fold all the way down. Bend your knees a little bit, lay your torso out long. Inhale, we're coming right back to that halfway lift. So you flatten your back and you lengthen your spine. Exhale, plant your palms and step to plank pose, your high push-up position. Right, this is almost like what we were doing earlier with the hovering tabletop, but legs are a bit more straight. You can drop to your knees, but come high in the balls of your feet here, and then next inhale, we shift forward. Again, don't be afraid to drop to your knees. Shift forward, shoulders in front of your wrists. Exhale, lower halfway down. Elbows come straight back. They should touch your side body, and shoulders and hips should move together. Inhale is upward facing dog. Now tops of your feet down here. shoulders back. See if you can lift your knees. Again, quadriceps will engage there. Exhale, send your hips to the sky. Downward facing doggy. They're simple movements. This flow. But if you bring a certain quality of attention towards simple stuff, it becomes bigger than that. It becomes a meditation. That's bigger than the sum of its parts. This whole practice will be. Now, hips high, head dropping down low, breath in that really smooth flow. In through your nose and out through your nose if you can. Inhale, bend your knees a little bit more. Press your hips back, look forward. End of your exhale, walk or lily hop, feet between your hands so your heels and toes touch together. Now inhale, find your halfway lift. Pull your chest and your spine out really long. Exhale, fold, dive in deep and empty out strong. Lead with your chest. Inhale, rise. Float it. Come up high, reach. You got your left wrist. Exhale, lean to your right till it just feels like yo. Inhale, come on, back up, reach up and switch it. Exhale, leaning left, pressing hips right. Ooh, spine, feeling good tonight, y'all. Inhale, come on back through center. You can lean back, stretch up and away and feel something good. Exhale, fold, take it all the way down and push your breath out. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back lengthening. Exhale, plant your palms, step to plank. Shift it forward and lower halfway down. Inhale's upward facing dog, feeding your heart through. And then exhale, hips to the sky, sweet doggaroo. Breathing deep, everybody. And I want to thank you for showing up. I want to thank you for supporting this class, this practice. I'm sure most of y'all know what we've been dealing with legally right now, and it's just, it's basically got me having to work remote. Whereas most people, once they work remote, they don't want to go back into the office. But I'm dreaming of it. I'm meditating on it every day where I can be in that park with y'all, where I can go back to the office. Breathe. Again, thank you for showing up. Inhale, bend your knees, press your hips back and look forward. End of your exhale, walk or your light hop, feet between your hands. Inhale, halfway lifty. Chest pulls out. It's called Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold, navel in, dive in deep. That's called Uttanasana. Lead with chest. Inhale, rise. Urdhva Hastasana. Reach high, grab your left wrist. Exhale, leaning. Ooh, make it feel good, y'all. Inhale, back up, reach up and switch it. Exhale, leaning left. This is actually a standing half moon or crescent here. Inhale, come on back through center. Stretch back and feel something good. And then exhale, fold, take it all the way down. Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha, breathe in. Think about length here. Exhale, plant your palms, step to plank, shift forward and lower. Think about strength. Good, y'all. Inhale's upward facing dog, feeding your heart through. And then exhale, hips to the sky, sweet doggaroo. Couple breaths in down dog, everybody. You're going to have one more flow on your own. Can you bring more attention to it? Can you enhance it in any way? Right? Maybe paying more attention from that high plank to low plank, making sure your hips are not sinking down. Now, Kat is doing an amazing job with that. I could tell she's practiced a lot of yoga. And she's got a bend in her knees here, and her hips are high, and her back is straight. I could tell she listens well to instruction as well. So one more flow on your own. Add, skip, whatever you want. Can you enhance it? Whether it's just with your attention or physically. And I'll meet you back in downward facing dog. Breathe well, my friends. By 11 a.m. on Saturday morning, not only will you have just stripped away any stress, any tension that may have been holding on, lingering on from our week. But you'll have hit the reset button on our bodies and our minds. And by 11 a.m., you'll have done the hardest thing that you're going to do all day long. And it is important, imperative, in fact, that we do hard things. Thank yourself for being here. Hips high, head dropping down low. Inhale. Exhale. Let's lift your left leg to the sky. Straighten your leg, flex your foot rather than point your toes. Spiral inward with your left thigh so that your hips remain level. Now keep your left leg lifted. Let's inhale, shift forward to plank pose, high push-up position. And on your exhale, let's drop your right knee to the ground. And from here, you can extend your right arm forward. For sunbird, for spinal balancing here. Thumb facing up, bicep by your ear. Do what you got to do to find balance. That could be wider base, or let's bring some awareness to our core. And if our belly, our lower rib cage is spilling out, pull that up from there. And then lift your arm and leg higher. Inhale. Stretch them a little bit longer. Now you see where your right arm is. Keep it there. Take an inhale. Exhale. Touch your left knee to your left elbow. Empty out. Make sure that's your left elbow, y'all. Inhale. Extend it back. Breathe it in. Exhale. Left knee, left elbow. Empty out. Nice, y'all. Inhale. One more. Extend. Breathe in. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. And then extend your left leg back and lift everything up. Breathe in here. Exhale, just set your right hand down. Curl your right toes under. Inhale, right back to three-legged dog. Left leg to the sky. And then bend to that knee. Stack of that hip. Open hip. Circle it out. Yeah, scorpion tail your leg. Circle it out. Kick it. If you want to flip your dog, go for it. We're here for 5. 4. Awesome cat. Beautiful. Last 3. I'm just going to do my best to stay out of the frame. She's looking so good, y'all, too. Inhale, left leg back up high to the sky. Exhale, set her downward facing dog. Let's just switch it up. Inhale, your right leg high. Again, closed hip here. So we do that. We're flexing the foot. And we're driving through our heel. And then the inner portion of your thigh is spiraling up. The outer portion of your thigh is spiraling down. That's inward rotation. That's going to keep your closed hip. Hips level. Keep your right leg lifted. Take an inhale. Shift forward. Plank pose. Breathe it in. On your exhale, drop your left knee to the ground. And extend your left arm forward. So, spinal strengthening, lengthening, and traction here, everybody. Again, working our 360 core. So notice with your belly, your rib cage, everything that's happening around there. And then lifting high. Feel it in your arm, your shoulder, your glute. Stretch long on your exhale. Feel all that space you're creating in your spine. All that strength and your erector muscles. Now keep your left arm reaching. Take an inhale. Exhale, right knee, right elbow. Empty out. Good. Extend it back. Breathe in here. Exhale, right knee, right elbow. Give me one more, y'all. Inhale. Good. Exhale, right knee, right elbow. Extend back and lift everything up. Breathe in here. Exhale, set your left hand down. Curl your left toes under. Inhale, three-legged doggy, right leg to the sky. Bend to that knee, stack of that hip. You want to circle it? You go ahead and circle it, y'all. Flipping that dog. You are flipping dog or donkey kicking. Breathe well. 5. 4. Man, we're getting it done today, y'all. 3. And not in a hurry to do so either, too. Inhale, right leg high to the sky. Exhale, set her downward facing dog. Take an inhale, bend your knees, press your hips back and look forward. End of your exhale, walk or lightly hop your feet all the way between your hands so your heels and toes touch together. Now inhale, halfway lift, pull your chest and spine long. Exhale, fold, dive, and empty her out strong. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. Sink your hips, lift your chest, reach your hands high to the sky. Good, toes, heels, and knees squeeze. Take another inhale here. And then exhale, chair plane. Jet airplane your arms. I want you to feel your weight start to shift into your left foot. And on your inhale, we'll come to standing. Pick your right knee up. Reach your hands high to the sky. A one-legged Tadasana. Good. Firm up your left quadriceps. Steady your gaze. Steady the breathing. And your balance will come. This looks amazing, cat. Great job. Take an inhale here. Exhale, airplane pose. Take your right leg, extend it straight back. See if you can bring your head, your hips, and your right heel in one line. We just do our best. No more, no less. You got that inward rotation of your right thigh. Once again, squeezing of your shoulder blades. Give me 2 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Last inhale. You could reach your hands forward. I'm just saying you could, y'all. Exhale, low lunge. Bend your left knee. Step your right foot way back. Bring your hands to the ground. Now, spin your back right heel down so that your back right toes point towards the front right corner of your mat. That's the front right corner. So we're talking warrior one legs. All right, there we go. If you need to step your right foot to the right, or maybe shorten your stance a little bit, go for it. Lift your heart up a little bit and jet airplane your arms along your side body. Now drive into your right heel. Pull your left hip back. Now take your right thigh, spiral it inward. There we go. That's going to press your right hip forward. And then once again, shoulder blades, y'all. Good. Inhale, rise up, reach up, warrior one. Hands to the sky. Exhale, take it right back. Jet airplane, rib cage to thigh. Inhale, come on up, reach, breathe. Exhale, jet airplane, rib cage thigh. Inhale, come up, reach up and fill up, warrior one. Exhale, open up, warrior two. Longer stance than you had in warrior one. And whereas in warrior one, we were trying to square our hips up with the front of our mat, now we're open hips. So hips are facing La Jolla. Now with this longer stance and this open hip posture, we've got a deeper bend in our front left knee. You want to stack it directly above your ankle. Take a couple breaths. Take an inhale. Breathe into the posture. Breathe into all that you feel. Breathe tall. Breathe wide. Breathe in 360 degrees. Exhale, sink a little bit. Another full breath, y'all. Inhale. Exhale, stay low in your lunge. Inhale, reverse warrior. Your right hand's going to slide on the back of your right leg. Your left knee is going to want to straighten, and it's also going to want to lean inward. I want you to keep your knee bent deeply and keep your knee pointing straight forward. Just take one more breath. Fantastic, cat. Take an inhale, reach it back. Exhale, windmill your hands to the ground. Step your left foot back. Shift forward and lower with control. Inhale, give me that upward facing, feeding your heart through. And then exhale, hips to the sky, so wee, doggaroo. Take an inhale, bend your knees, press your hips back and look forward. End of your exhale, walk or maybe a light hop of feet between hands. Heels and toes are touching, y'all. Inhale, halfway lift, chest and spine, pulling out long. Exhale, fold, dive, empty strong. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. Sink your hips, lift your chest, reach to the sky. Exhale, chair plane, jet airplane your arms. Weights in your right foot, everybody. Now inhale, one-legged Tadasana. Lift your left knee and reach your hands to the sky. Take a couple breaths. Steady gaze, steady breath, steady body, steady mind. Awesome. So good, cat. Take an inhale here. Exhale, airplane pose. Take your left leg, extend it straight back behind you. Circle your left thigh inward. Squeeze your shoulder blades. Last two, y'all. Inhale. Exhale. We got one more. Inhale. You could reach your hands. Breathe in. And then exhale, low lunge. Bend your right knee. Step your left foot back. Spin your back left heel down. Touch your back left toes. Point towards the front left corner. Once again, adjust your feet accordingly. And then lift your heart up. Jet airplane your arms along your side body. Remember, your left leg is straight and strong. So drive into your heel. Press your heel down away from you. And reach through the crown of your head in the opposite direction. Those oppositional energies are, we're trying to create some space, some engagement. The whole back line of our body. Inhale, rise up, reach up, warrior one, hands to the heavens. Exhale, jet airplane, rib cage thigh, push your breath out. Inhale, come on up, reach it high. Exhale, jet airplane, rib cage thigh. Inhale, come on up, warrior one, reach. Exhale, open up, warrior two. Longer stance. Deeper bend in your front right knee. Steady your gaze. Soften your face. Inhale, breathe tall. Breathe wide. Expand from in. Stay tall. Exhale, navel draws up and in. I bet you could sink deeper. I bet you can find a way to enhance if you wanted. If you could. Inhale. Exhale. Give me one more breath, everybody. Inhale. That's some good breathing, y'all. Exhale. All right. Stay low. Inhale. Reverse your warrior. Your left hand slides on the back of your left leg. Right hand reaches up, reaches back. Utah. Give it two. Inhale. Exhale. We got one more. Inhale. Reach. Good, y'all. Exhale. Windmill your hands to the ground. Step your right foot back. Shift forward, lower Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing, feeding your heart through. And exhale, hips to the sky. Sweet dogger, y'all. All right, and this down dog, know what we just did there? It's kind of like our dress rehearsal. Okay, breathe well. And once again, we're going to try to make this as much of a moving meditation. We're going to bring as much attention and focus towards what we're doing as we possibly can. You know, you don't have to be too hard on yourself, but really just try to be in the moment. Breathe and feel. Take an inhale, bend your knees, press your hips back, look forward. End of your exhale, walk or lightly hop, feet between your hands. Inhale, halfway lift, pull your chest and spine really long. Exhale, fold, dive, and empty her out. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. Sink your hips, lift your chest, reach to the sky. Exhale, chair plane. Push your breath out. Feel your weight shift into your left foot. Smooth, y'all. Inhale, lift your right knee and reach your hands high to the sky. Exhale, low lunge. Step it all the way back. Your hands come to the ground. Your back heel spins down. Inhale, warrior one. Rise up, reach up, and fill up. Ooh. Exhale, warrior two. Open wide, sink deep, and spread your wings. Stay low. Inhale, reversing your warrior. Big, beautiful breath in. Ooh, awesome. Exhale, take it on down. Step it on back. Yeehaw, y'all. Upward facing, feeding your heart through. And exhale, hips to the sky. Sweet doggaroo. Inhale, bend your knees. Look forward. End of your exhale, walk or your light hop between your hands. Inhale's your halfway lift. Chest and spine pulling long. Exhale, fold, dive, empty, navel in. Inhale, chair pose. Sink your hips, lift your chest, reach. Exhale, chair plane. Shift your weight into your right foot, everybody. Again, smooth. Inhale, left knee lifts, reach your hands to the heavens. Exhale all the way back to low lunge. Spin your back heel down, hands to the ground. And then root into your feet to inhale, rise up, warrior one, Virabhadrasana A. Exhale, open up. Virabhadrasana B, Warrior 2, heart towards Mission Beach. Stay low. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Big with the breath in. And exhale, windmill down. Step back. You're doing huge things. Amazing things for yourself, everybody. Upwards your inhale. And exhale, hips to the sky, downward facing. Thank yourself for being here. Let's keep going. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. End of your exhale, walk or your light hop, feet between your hands. Inhale, give me a halfway lifty, flat backy, breathe it in. Exhale, fold, empty, and dive it in. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. Sink your hips, lift your chest, reach to the sky. Exhale, chair plane, jet airplane your arms, weights in your left foot, y'all. Inhale, right knee lifts, reach your hands to the sky. Exhale, low lunge, step it all the way back, spin your back heel down. Inhale, first warrior, rise up, reach up and fill up here. Exhale, second warrior, open your heart to La Jolla, spread your wings and sink deeper into your front left knee. Inhale, reverse your warrior, breathe in here. Exhale, extended side angle pose. Start to reach, reach, reach. And then you can bring form to thigh if you'd like, but right hand reaches to the sky. Or towards the ocean, so your bicep will be by your right ear. Now, form to thigh, again, is very, very good. Just make sure you're not dropping your left ear on your shoulder. See if you can narrow out your entire body a little bit more. So that might involve coming up away from the ground and rolling your right shoulder back. Breathe 5. Reach into the ocean. Option for left hand up parallel. 4. Simple stuff that must be done. 3. Simple stuff that in no way is easy too. Take an inhale here. Great job, cat. Exhale, release to low lunge. Spin your back, right heel up. Take an inhale, pull your chest and spine long here. And then exhale, twist your left hand high to the sky. Easy little twisty. How's that breathing? Y'all breathing? Make sure it's deep. Make sure it's meditative. That's the foundation of our meditation. 2 more breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Nice job, y'all. Exhale. Release your left hand to the ground. Or walk your hands to the right. Straighten both legs and parallel your feet. And then see if you can perhaps grab your ankles. Or maybe you can get the outsides of your feet. Maybe your big toes. Or maybe only your calves. All good. Drop your head down, shift your weight forward. Where's the focus? Where's the focus? Is it on your breathing? Or have we checked out and let our mind wander? Because that does happen. You just see how fast you can recognize that and come right back. From here, everybody, hands underneath your shoulders. Take an inhale, find a halfway lift. Flat back, lengthen your spine. Exhale, walk your hands back to low lunge, top of your mat. Let's step your left foot back to your right. So you're in a plank pose, high push-up position. Squeeze your legs together. Ground into your left hand and inhale, roll open to your right for side plank pose, Vashisthasana. Doing all right over there, cat? Looks like you're doing phenomenal. Crescent shape your left side body. That means you got to engage your outer obliques. Firm in both of your legs. 5, maybe lifting your right leg up. 4, reach your right hand to the ocean. 3, give a look up here, cat. There we go. 2, take an inhale. That'll be the thumbnail problem. Exhale, release to plank pose, high push-up position. From here, if you wanted to drop to your knees, cool. Take an inhale, lower halfway down, elbows straight back. And exhale, press straight back up. Uh-huh. Whoa. Again, inhale, lower. Again, you could drop to those knees if you need, y'all. Exhale, press her back up. Uh-huh. Give me one more now. Inhale, lower with control. Exhale, press her back up. Ground into your right hand. And inhale, roll open to your left now. Side plank pose, Vashisthasana. Other way. Kat, you're doing amazing. Everybody, if you're still with us, you're doing amazing. Okay, let's not worry about these shapes, these postures looking a certain way. Can I control my breathing as I move through the difficulty? That's where we get a huge amount of the benefit. 5, maybe left leg up, left hand towards the ocean. 4, y'all. 3, strength, length, and vitality. 2, take an inhale here. Exhale to plank pose. 3 more yogi push-ups. Inhale, can you lower without your hips collapsing? Exhale, can you press straight back up without making that face or doing that thing with your lips? Inhale, lower. Exhale, back up. One more. Inhale, lower. Exhale, hips high. Downward facing doggy. Woo! Man, it was kind of mellow up until that point, y'all. Getting her done today, y'all. Inhale. Hey, listen, I know at this point, right, we're 40 minutes in. You're like, God, when does this... I think I got that whole other side to go. It's cool. It's not a real long series. Stay the path, okay? It won't be easy, but that's why we're here. We do hard stuff. It will be worth it in the end. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward here. End of your exhale, walk or your light hop, feet between your hands. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back, lengthen out your spine. Exhale, fold, dive, and empty her out. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. Sink your hips, lift your chest, reach to the sky. Exhale, chair plane. Jet airplane, your arms, weights in your right foot. Now inhale, come up, lift your left knee, reach to the sky. Exhale, low lunge, step it all the way back, spin your back heel down. Last time to inhale, rise to warrior 1, hands to the heavens. Exhale, open up, warrior 2. Spread your wings, longer stand, sink deep. Inhale, reverse your warrior, breathe in here. Exhale is extended side angle pose. Reach, reach, reach. Again, form the thighs, all good. Find a shape, an expression in which you have stability, right? You're really stable and sturdy. You are feeling sensation, yet you have sustainability. You can withstand. You can make it through. Now, left hand, reach it to the ocean. Bicep by your ear. Breathe, y'all. 5. Option for your right hand up parallel. 4. That's some supreme core strength right there. 3. 2. Take another inhale. Reach a little bit. Exhale. Just release in a low lunge. Take your left hand. Left hand is where it is, right underneath your shoulder. Take an inhale. Pull your chest and spine long, your whole torso. And then exhale. Twist your right hand high to the sky. Can you find a way to enhance, whether it's focus or sensation? Can you find a way here? 3 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Last 2, everybody. Inhale. Exhale. Very good. Take one more. Inhale here. Nice work, y'all. Exhale. Release your right hand to the ground. Walk your hands to the left. Straighten both legs. And then this time around, we're going to do a little bit different. Hands underneath your shoulders. Inhale. Halfway lift. Flat back. Lengthen out your spine. Exhale, open your arms like airplane wings. And then with your strong core, inhale, rise. Take it all the way up. Now triangle pose to the back of your mat. So turn your left toes out. You can shorten your stance an inch or two if you'd like. Inhale, we're going to reach out and look for length here. Reach way out and then rotate your right hand down, your left hand high. Triangle pose. This is great for your hamstring. You might even get a pop going into this. It's great to get that SI joint popped. It's usually a good pop, by the way. But open your hip. This is a real sweet one right here, y'all. Don't sleep on this. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath, everybody. Inhale. Exhale. Great job. Let's inhale. Come back up. Turn your left toes in. Turn your right toes out. Triangle pose towards the front. Inhale. Reach, reach, reach. Keep it at length. Tick-tock of the arms. Left hand down, right hand high. It's not often we have a practice that is so focused on focus, attention. In today's society, when you're just surrounded, you're bombarded with information at all hours of the day from all directions. Focus is a good muscle, a good strength to have. It matters you're here. One more, inhale. Exhale, all right. Inhale, take her back up. Exhale, step your right foot to your left at the top of your mat. Face the top of your mat, hands to heart. And then let's start to take her home, y'all. Inhale, sweep your hands up high to the sky. You can lean it back a little bit. Probably feels pretty sweet. And then exhale, fold all the way down. Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back, lengthen your spine. Exhale, clench your palms. Step to plank pose. Shift forward, and let's lower, take it all the way down to our stomach. From here, bend your back right knee, reach your left hand back and clasp your foot. Take your right arm extended forward. Thumb facing up, bicep by ear. Exhale everything out. And then inhale, kick and lift everything up. So that includes your left leg. Can you lift your left leg up? There you go. Think about having no wrinkles in the back of your neck. See if you can keep your bicep by your ear. We're down to our last 2 breaths here already. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Lift and breathe up. And release. Drop your left ear to your mat. Gaze to your right. You can run your hands along your side body. Maybe windshield wipe your legs. That usually feels pretty good. And then chin forward once again. Left knee bends. Right hand reaches back and clasps your foot. Left arm extends forward. Exhale everything out. Inhale, kick your leg up and back. Lift everything up. Hey, if this isn't happening for you for whatever reason, remember in the beginning we did those cobra poses? You could do those again. But we want to work the posterior chain, the muscles in our back. Right leg is lifting. Left thumb facing up. Bicep with ear. Take one more. Inhale, lift. Breathe in. And exhale, release. Right ear to your mat. Gaze left. Again, if you'd like to bend your knees, windshield wipe your legs, go for it. And then chin forward. Bend your knees. Grab right foot or ankle with right hand, left with left. Exhale everything out. Inhale, kick your legs up and back and lift everything up. There we go. Kick them up, kick them back. Bring your knees in towards each other. We're here for another 5. You can do more, everybody. 4, phenomenal cat. Last 3. 2, kick and lift up one more time. And exhale, release. You could take one ear, the opposite to your mat, forehead to your mat. You can bend your knees, windshield wiper your legs, and woo, woo, y'all. Meet you back in downward facing dog. Hips high. Head dropping down low. Take an inhale here. And then exhale, step your left foot between your hands and move to half pigeon pose. Take your left ankle across, towards or across your right wrist. Now pull your heel in towards your body to some degree to close and protect your knee joint. And then inhale, walk your hands back, open your heart, breathe in. Exhale, walk your hands out, open your hips, and breathe out. Ika Pada Raja Kapotasana, our one-legged half king pigeon pose. Breathing deep, everybody. And again, I really thank you for your support. Again, we're going to get through this, but we didn't want to stop class and then restart it, whenever we do get through this. You never want to give up your rights and then ask for them back later. So we will get through it. I thank you so much for your support, to show up, even hitting that like button on this video. Even if you're not on your own device, it'll take you about 20 seconds to get there after class. Hitting that like button helps me out. Of course, for the last 17 years, the intention of this practice has been to share it and make it accessible to everybody. So we keep it donation based. Just to do just that. Make it accessible to everybody. Another breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Let's walk our hands back out of this one. Lean onto your left hip. Turn back to face the back of your mat. The sole of your left foot will come right to your right inner thigh very easily, hopefully. And then sit bones flat. Inhale, reach both hands to the sky. Turn and square up with your right leg and exhale, fold all the way down. This is obviously, you'd look at this posture and be like, yeah, that's a nice hamstring stretch, which it is. But how about your lower back? How about your left lower back? Huh? How's that feel right there? These are called your QL, or your quadrilaboreus muscles. Now, a lot of people that have chronic lower back stuff, it's because from these muscles, and it's actually, a lot of that stems from our glutes either being weak or inactivated. That's why we spend a little bit of time, a posture too, right in the beginning of every practice, to fire up your glutes. Those support and protect your QL muscles. But right now, we're just getting a sweet stretch there. One more, inhale. Exhale, good. Let's come back up. Bring the soles of your feet together. Knees open nice and wide for Baddha Konasana. Sit up nice and tall. Breathe in. And then lead with your heart. Hinge at your waist on your exhale. Fold down from there. If you want to use your elbows, your forearms on your inner thighs, just to pry your hips open a little bit more, it's right there for you. Breathe well, my friends. So speaking of support, again, I want to thank Kat for being a yoga model, and she actually volunteered, which is great, everybody. If you're interested in being a yoga model, Kat's alignment's really, really good. So I didn't have to correct her at all, but it's almost like getting a private yoga class where I'll point out some alignment things for most people. Like I said, Kat's really experienced here. So if you're interested in being a model for one of these, hit me up when I'm in the park, everybody. You can message me if not. It is greatly appreciated. Let's walk our hands back out of this one. Lean to the back of your mat, and we'll go to half pigeon on our right leg. Turn, I should say, to the back of your mat. Extend your left leg behind you. Take your right right ankle across. Remember, pull your heel in towards your body. The more you pull it in, the more it closes and protects your knee joint. Inhale, hands walk back, open heart. And then exhale, walk your hands out, drop your head down, open hips. So thank you once again for honoring the donation-based system that we use here, everybody. This, over the last 17 years, has allowed us just to make it accessible, to get this to as many people as possible. It's allowed us to share this with, I would guess, hundreds of thousands of people over the last 17 years. But thank you for honoring that donation-based system, which helps us keep going. Thank you for your generosity. I sincerely hope you get value out of your time here. I want you to get 10 times your donation in value. Breathe. One more, you. And exhale, all right. Walk your hands back out of this one. Lean onto your right hip. Turn back to face the top of your mat. The ocean. Sole of your right foot to your inner left thigh now. Janu Shirshasana, or separate leg stretching. Inhale, both hands reach high. Turn and square up with your left leg, and exhale, fold all the way down. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale, all right. Let's come back up. Straighten both legs out in front and roll easily onto your back, where happy baby pose is waiting right there for you. So the Venmo, everybody, the Venmo is at Namasteve Yoga. That's Namasteve Yoga, just like the YouTube channel that you're on right now. And if you haven't been on there, you need to get on there, subscribe. There's some awesome meditations on there. This might be, I think this might be our 899th video. Almost 9. Tomorrow I think it'll be 900 videos on the channel. So there's a bit of content there. Spinal twist of your choosing to finish out. And the good news is we almost have as many subscribers. I am only fooling. Got a few more than that, but always looking for more, y'all. Twist and hit both sides evenly. When you're all good, take her back through center, unwind, pull both knees in. And then just release and allow your legs to fall out in front of you. Let your toes fall open and allow your palms to rest face up along your side body. Now lay back Close your eyes. Take a big inhale here through your nose. And exhale through your mouth. Again, inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. One more, inhale. This time hold at the top. And release, release. Good, everybody. Let your breath settle into its natural pace. Let your body soften. Let your eyes close. And for a couple minutes, reap the benefits of your practice by simply allowing yourself the space to bask in this stillness, this internal state of balance that the practice returns us to. You've done an amazing job and a huge service for yourself. I want to thank again my model, Kat. She did it awesome as well. Much better than I could have done myself. Again, thank you for honoring that donation-based system, everybody. The Venmo is at Namasteve Yoga. That's at Namasteve Yoga, and that allows us to keep going, by the way. So thank you. And if you're here in San Diego, I'm going to cruise out there. We'll see you in a moment. Namaste, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.